BYU and heated rival St. Mary's, 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 and the BYU radio app. Jerem Jordan, Spencer Linton here with three things you need to know about tonight's game. Starting with this, Jerem, the Gales have only lost 3 times this season. In fact, that's good enough to give them a 22nd ranking in the country. But the last time St. Mary's came to Provo as a ranked team last year, BYU won.
This is a very different St. Mary's team, in my opinion. They're a better defensive team. They still take care of the ball. They're annoyingly efficient. They're the San Antonio Spurs of the West Coast Conference. But those 3 losses, 2 to Gonzaga, number 1 team in the country, and the other one was to UT Arlington, kind of a sneaky team that's around 100 in the RPI. If BYU can play the same kind of game it played against Gonzaga, get a better start, I think the Cougars can win tomorrow night.
Well, that would change some things when you look at trends. BYU has not won more than 2 conference games in a row all season.
What in the world?
Yikes. They beat San Francisco. They beat San Diego. Now, if they beat St. Mary's, that would be the first time all season.
There's no better time than the present. And tomorrow, today, tonight, the day after that, do it now. Do it now like Shia LaBeouf and beat St. Mary's in the Marriott Center.
Number 3 of the things that you need to know. St. Mary's has the number 2 ranked scoring defense in the entire country.
This just in, that's really good. 56.3 points per game. BYU was able to make it a game, lost by double figures at St. Mary's, but BYU put up 68. I thought that'd be enough to compete. BYU defensively has to be better. BYU allowed 81 in Moraga. That's not going to cut it. The Gales shot 55%, 40 from beyond the arc. The Gales were plus 10 in boards, plus 13 in assists. BYU's got to bring it. It can't just be Eric Mika. That's what it was in Moraga, 28 and 10. It's got to be TJ Haas, and Nick Emery had a great game against San Diego, 26. Hopefully he brings it as well.
Your 3 things. St. Mary's ranked 22nd. Last time they came to Provo as a ranked team, BYU won. But as Jerem pointed out, very different team this year. The Cougars searching for their first 3-game win streak in conference all year. That can happen with a win tomorrow. And St. Mary's presents the number 2 scoring defense in the entire country. Check it out, 10 Eastern, 8 Mountain on ESPN2 and BYU Radio and the BYU Radio app.